I'm not a hairstylist, so my goal is not to be perfect, but to make it look decent. All right, I think this is a good part to work with. Okay, so I'm gonna put up this side, and we're gonna try this coil brush out and see how this thing works. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's See Me Naturally here. I have been wanting to do this video for a really long time. I'm going to be trying the coil brush to style my hair. It's basically a tool that you could use to comb out your hair or detangle your hair with your fingers, either while you're braiding or while you're finger detangling, and it's supposed to like make the process a little bit easier. So I'm gonna try it out and see if it works. Today I'm going for a natural hair twist. I'm going to be putting twist all over my head as a protective style. I'm going to be using the coil brush to try it. So here we go. To start this video, I have my hair in 4 braids just to have my hair section. It's not parted evenly, so what I'm most likely going to do is part my hair. But I like to work in sections because it's just a lot easier for me and it's a lot less manipulation that I have to deal with. It's just better to do it one section at a time. I have my hair down because I'm going to straighten up my middle part before I begin styling. What I normally like to do is I'll either go from the back or from the front, but for the sake of this video, I'm actually gonna go from the front, and I'll make sure that it's aligned with my nose, and then I'm gonna start my part off by pulling it up, going straight, and making sure I have a nice part. And looking at the mirror behind me, make sure that I'm following it, pulling it to the side, making sure I have a nice clean part. Alright, I think this is looking, for the most part, pretty good. I'm not a hairstylist, so my goal is not to be perfect, but to make it look decent. Uh-oh, that one's not super straight. So look at a little bit more of that back over. I think this is a good part to work with. So I'm going to put up this side, and we're going to try this coil brush out and see how this thing works. Okay, so we're going to start off with a smaller section of hair. Put this up. Start off with our cream in our hair. All right, here we go. We're opening it up. Here they are. So it looks like they give you 2 that you can use for your hair. I'm not sure if it's for you to use it for both hands or for you to put maybe one on one finger or maybe on the other. If you braid like this. So actually, I think I'm gonna try mine like that. I have it on both of the first fingers, and we're just gonna start off by combing the hair. I actually would say it works pretty well, surprisingly. I actually can feel it combing through my hair strand as I'm pulling down. It's kind of like a soft grip, but it's still sturdy enough to where you feel like, you know, it's detangling the hair. Now I'm gonna try braiding hair. I will say that with braiding hair or twisting hair, the prep for it is kind of awkward because it's very tense with the rubber. So there's not a lot of bend, unless your fingers are longer than mine. There's not a lot of bend in the way that it's designed in the rubber. So maybe you can consider if you want to just use it for one hand. So I'm gonna start by twisting. So yeah, it's definitely awkward. I would say if you're going to do it, to maybe just put it on one hand. Before even finishing, I'm gonna take it off this hand because I can't twist with using it for both hands. Undo this. And also what I normally like to do whenever I'm twisting my hair is I will actually start off with a 3-strand braid and then transition into a 2-strand twist. so that my hair actually stays in the style a little bit longer. My hair has like a looser texture, so I notice whenever I'm doing twist, the twists always fall out. So it's just better for me to put it in a braid pattern first and then finish it off with a twist so that it'll stay. We're gonna try this again and hopefully I won't have any issues. Yeah, so what I've noticed so far is it will detangle the hair, which is nice, but the actual braiding while using it is a little awkward. So, I don't know. I have my hair in 3 sections. Alright, let's try this. This is half. This is actually not that bad. Braiding it tight. And then I'll split the hair. Alright, so this is actually working. Alright, and I notice it's a clean twist at the end. So overall, even though I have just started, my review with using the coil brush is that it does work. It does take some time getting used to. I'm gonna finish this whole section, or I'll finish about half of the section sped up on camera so you guys can see how I'm gonna go through this process of twisting my hair. By the end of the video, I'll have my whole head done. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm just going to show you how I'm going to go through the process with this section, and then by the end of the video I'll show you the whole head done so you can see what it looks like at the end, and then just talk through what my thoughts are using the coil brush. As of right now, I would say that it's a nice tool to have. It's not a necessary tool to have, but that's just my personal opinion. So yeah. Okay, so I've noticed one thing. Brushing a larger section of hair, there's actually a lot of tension, and I've noticed that the more that I pull, the more that the coil brush will twist and rotate. So I'd say that if you are going to use this, maybe don't put too much moisturizer. It's kind of hard to keep it on your finger without twisting if you're going to comb out a larger section of hair. So it will still comb out the larger sections, but it also twists if you are applying too much pressure. So that's just something to consider. Okay, so I've noticed that this section of hair is a little bit bigger than my first twist, and I actually really liked having using the coil brush to finish off my hair, and as I'm twisting it did detangle, so it does work. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this next section doing the same thing. So I have finished the 2-strand twist on my entire head. This is not the cutest 2-strand twist that I've done, but that's mainly because 1, it's a protective style, and 2, I just was wanting to try out the coil brush to see if it works. So here are my honest reviews about the coil brush. One, I've noticed that in using the coil brush, you have to kind of find a method that works for you. If you notice, like I said earlier in the video, it's kind of hard to bend your finger while wearing them, which is fine. You want the brush to be firm. But also considering that if you're wanting to separate your hair or braid it, it may be hard to wear two at the same time and detangle. Or if you're wanting to wear it like this and detangle while braid, your hands are not used to it, so it will feel awkward. For the rest of my hair, I only used one. Another thing that I notice is that whenever you're doing your hair or twisting your hair, if you have moisturizer, it tends to slip and it'll turn on you. So I found myself having to go back and return the coil brush so that the bristles were facing toward my hair. I mean, that can get kind of annoying, but it just depends on you and if that really is bothersome. If not, then it's fine. Another thing that I noticed while using the coil brush is I had a lot of hair that was twisted around the brush at the end. So this is an example of hair that came out of my head while trying to work through one section. It's not a terrible amount, but I mean, seeing that wrapped around your finger after doing your hair is kind of like, oh, okay, a lot of hair is coming out. When in all actuality, it's really not that much. Just something to note. This is most effective. So yeah, overall rating that I would give the coil brush, I would give it a 7.5. I think it does the job. It does detangle your hair while you're braiding. It's nice to have it. I don't think it's super necessary to have, because if you detangle your hair before you start braiding, it should for the most part be detangled, and then as you're braiding you tend to detangle a little bit anyway. I consider this like an added accessory. It's about $12 and you get two in a pack, so it's nice. There may be other people who feel differently about it, and that's fine. This is just my personal opinion of the coil brush. So would I suggest you buy it? I would say that it's up to you, because yes, it does work, but there are just a few things that provided a little discomfort, and I don't feel like it helped me so much that I was like, oh my goodness, this is what I have been looking for like ever. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know if it was super helpful. The last part that is involved is my gel. I usually wait till after I've done my hair to put gel because I don't like the buildup of gel. And so I prefer this to just, and very little gel, not a whole lot of gel. I'll probably put, I don't know if you all can see this, I'll probably put about this much gel on my entire head just to keep its look. And this has castor oil and flaxseed oil, so it'll add a little bit of shine. But yeah, I don't like to put a whole lot of oil in my hair because if it's a protective style, I want it to stay up. And you all know that if you have a lot of product in your hair, there's buildup, so don't want that. So I'm gonna rub it in my hand. What I do like in using the coil brush is that if your hair is not wet while using it, it does help stretch your hair out a little bit. Yes, definitely giving the brush at the end, it helps stretch it out. So these are my 2-strand twists. I might keep this in for about 2 to 3 weeks, and if I can really take care of it, I'll probably keep it in for a month. So hopefully I can take care of my hair. But yeah, this is my video. And I do want to take some time to say, if you are freaking about this whole coronavirus situation, just take care of yourself. God is our protector and our provider. And I want to leave a scripture with you all, because this scripture is something that my mom has always read to our family, just to give us encouragement and let us know that God is our protector, and he will always take care of us no matter what is going on in the world around us. So I'm reading from Psalms 91 verse 4 through 7, and it says, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee." I wanted to leave you all with that scripture because there are maybe so many things that go on in this world and we feel like we have to jump on this bandwagon of fear. I don't want y'all to be fearful because God is our protector and our provider. So with that being said, have a blessed rest of your day. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and leave a comment, and you know what to do. Subscribe. Don't forget to love yourself, and thanks for seeing me naturally. Bye.